You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high.
Tell them what your name is.
Ever since a little girl, I always adored the Vogue magazine covers as they are so creative and they are the pieces of art, and as art has a strong influence on my life, today I decided to recreate one of the most iconic Vogue cover magazine dress. So yeah, this is the dress which Natasha Poonawalla wore in Vogue India cover. Also, taking the current events in account, Natasha Poonawalla represented India in Met Gala 2022. So this she represented herself, her unique self in this gold dress, which is designed by the Sabyasachi Mukherjee. He is the prominent designer from India. The dress we are recreating today is originally from the Dolce & Gabbana Alta Moda collection. To recreate this dress, the only need was to make that giant flower pot, as we all have a basic tube dress, black tube dress in our wardrobe. And another thing that I need to arrange was these black gloves so as to enhance the look of the flowers. So yeah, I ordered these black gloves from Amazon. I'll link that in the description box below, and I'll even link a basic black bodycon dress in the description box, so if you want you can check it out. So the very first step is to fold the fabric. The folded fabric will allow us to create two petals at the same time. Now on this folded fabric, we are going to draw the shape of petal using the freehand drawing. We need not to be very precise with the shape. As I am getting the more desired shape of the petal, I am going more darker with the markings. So once we are happy with the shape, we are going to cut out the petal using our scissors. As we know that all the petals of a flower are not similar in shape, so as to give our flower more realistic look, we need to create another shape of the petal so as to give it more natural look. So now what we are going to do, we are going to create another shape of the petal, just a little different. It may vary in size, like a smaller size of petal. This is going to give us that effect of a natural flower. So for that, here we are drawing another shape of petal on this folded fabric again. What we are going to do, we are going to increase this lower side of the petal and we are going to make it a little more wider. This is going to give us that pleated effect. Now we are going to place both the petal pieces good side to good side, and then we'll sew all along the curved edges, leaving this side open, that is the bottom side open. And once we are done with the sewing part, we are going to flip our petal to the right side. Now we are going to fold the bottom part of the petal so as to make casing. So for that, we are going to fold 1/4 inch from the bottom part of the petal, and then we are going to sew straight, creating a casing. Now we are going to repeat the same procedure to make 20 to 24 of such petals. To assemble our flower, we need a wire so as we can slip our petals inside that wire so as to create the desired flower effect and shape. So for that, we are going to take a flexible wire and we are going to wrap it around our neck to determine the length. We are going to take it a bit longer so as we can create loops so as to put that on and off. So for that we are going to create loop, we are going to take our wire tools, we are going to create loop at the end, both the ends like this. We are going to create a smaller loop at one and a bigger loop on the other. The smaller loop will allow us to insert the petals, however the bigger loop is going to create a stopper for the petals so that they do not move outside the wires. So yeah, now we are going to use the smaller loop to insert the petals one by one. And it is done in a similar way we insert the elastic. So yeah, one by one we are going to insert all the petals. And once we are done with the insertion, we are going to create another layer. So for that we are going to repeat the same procedure. Now we are going to add wire inside the petal so as to give it more structure. So for that we are going to place the wire inside the petal and we are going to sew the wire in place using invisible stitches. And once we are done with the sewing part, it's going to look like so. The petal is more sturdy now. We are going to add wire only on the top layer because the bottom layer does not need any structure as it goes below it and it's not going to give any effect. So yeah, we are going to add wire only on the top layer and on the alternate petals so as to give it a nice balanced look. I hope you really enjoyed watching this video, and if you do, then don't forget to hit that like button as it allows us to reach more people and increase our community more further, and subscribe to my channel for the latest updates.